in one place. I lived in one place for 13 years, and that's the longest in one spot. And this is the second longest. When I was born.
From north to 13 years old.
Thank you very much for that. I know you had to get that in. Just had to get that in. But truly, I'm a lucky guy. I'm one of 1% of the American population that gets to live in someone else's country, to learn the culture, to be in a place like this, where I said to Charlotte, I said, how come we haven't been here before?
How come you don't speak Dutch yet?
I never asked that question. Mevrouw? I will leave that up to my children and to my wife to help me with the language, and we will continue the Dutch language in the U.S.
I'll put you in a class.
And I've done the class, and it didn't work. So, but we will
try again.
We will keep our children in Dutch language. We will keep them in truly bilingual, and there'll be a time I'm sure we'll come back. And
you will never tell them you understand the language.
Yeah,
the chances of that, Martijn, are
close to zero.
I would punish them. That's probably not a bad expression of, I would say, slim, but only because I don't get it. I mean, I really don't get it. It's such a hard language, but I get the. Dankjewel alsjeblieft. Natuurlijk. Am I doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but I might have exhausted my vocabulary at this point. Anyway, I just want to say it's really great. It's been a privilege to work with all you guys. To really help us, you know, as a company, as Cody Incorporated, but me personally as an individual, as an American living here in Holland, it's been great. It's been a wonderful time. I've learned so much about your country, the culture. I've been to places you guys haven't been. Do you know I've been to the lowest spot below sea level in the country? How many people have been there?
Where have you been?
Okay. Marco gets. Okay. Now, in the Netherlands, the lowest spot below sea level.
He went on a tour.
Oh,
I live there every day.
You people are really not. I mean,
Haarlem is your basement.
No, below Haarlem. Must be in this one.
You were getting diving lessons?
You needed oxygen tanks to get there.
Where was it anyway?
I went there with Cynthia.
I know, but where was it?
Don't ask me that this Off the A4. Off the A4. I know. It was off the A4. I know. You guys know where it is, but you haven't been there. I have. It's been like at least 21 meters below sea level. Trust me. You don't believe we are basically on oxygen right now. Okay? So far, it was great. We had a great time, but I've been there.
Diving in the Vinkerveense Plassen.
So I've got all these stories about the Netherlands that I can go back to the U.S. with, and I can tell all these great stories about where I've been and what I've done, and
what will they ask you?
And the
Where's
city I've
Holland?
been to. Huh?
And what will they ask you? Where's Holland?
They'll say Amsterdam. What country is that?
It's the capital of Copenhagen.
Free spot.
That's what they say.
They will say stuff like, Charlotte and I have talked about one of the problems we're going to have going back to the U.S. is meeting people of this kind of group, international, have been around, have been in all these different countries, understand different cultures, languages, just the way people think and so on. And that's one of our difficulties going back to the U.S. is me going back to the U.S. for Charlotte for the first time living in the U.S. is those sorts of things. How do you live in an environment where we've come from, and I've lived overseas now for 15 years, to live now back in the country I was born. So when I say we're going back to the U.S., for me it's not going home, it's going back to the U.S. Because my kids are here, my children are here, and this is my home. So, thank you.